I'm just so grateful every morning to say, thank you, I've woken up. If the sun's coming through, I actually have a cheeky smile and say, thank you for coming through. Do you know, that's another routine as well. Routines don't have to be regimented. Routines have to be what resonate with you because, you know, when you go and Google what is a routine, it'll tell you things to do. But if that doesn't resonate with you, then what's the point of having these routines? Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode with Mina Kumari. And today I want to talk about the power of routine. Do you have a daily routine? Do you have a nightly routine? Or do you have any rituals? Having a daily routine for yourself, it's just so powerful. From the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Once we start getting into our mindset of what we need to achieve each day, we can do it step by step. For me, my routine is obviously, I think for me, I get up every morning and it's prayer. The art of prayer for me works every single morning. Whether I say it myself or whether I listen to something, it really, really kind of helps me to start my day. I start my day with just saying thank you, just showing gratitude that I've actually woken up today. There's so many things that we need to be grateful for. You know, when I say we need to be grateful for, yes, we do need to be grateful for because, there's so many people that don't even get up every single day. One of the quotes that really, really resonate with me is, live for today because tomorrow isn't promised. And that's why I think once I've kind of used that in my daily, my thoughts to say, I don't know what's going to happen about tomorrow. I don't know what happened yesterday. I'm never going to get yesterday back. So it's the power of now. It's the power of today. So I'm just so grateful every morning to say, thank you, I've woken up. If the sun's coming through, I actually have a cheeky smile and say, thank you for coming through. That's another routine as well. Routines don't have to be regimented. Routines have to be what resonate with you because, when you go and Google what is a routine, it'll tell you things to do. But if that doesn't resonate with you, then what's the point of having these routines? The other thing for me is, my first thing is I need my cup of coffee. I'm sorry to all the health experts out there, but I can't do without a cup of coffee first thing in the morning because I'm like a bear with a sore head. So for me, it's having my coffee. But when I sit down and have my coffee, every single sip I savor. I savor every single sip because I want to taste the coffee. Again, buy the best you can, what you can afford. The coffee, whatever your morning drink is, have the best first drink. If you're drinking water and lemon, that's fine. Drink water and lemon, but get yourself a nice mug just to hold that mug, the warmth. That becomes a routine. The way you savor it, the way you sip it, it's part of your daily routine. It's part of the way you start your day. Obviously you can't drink water or coffees, any hot drinks very, very quickly, but if you just shut your eyes with every single sip, do you know what? You'll taste it different. My coffees have started to taste so different now I do it. I don't put the TV on in the morning now. I've just decided that, no. Think about it. What comes on the TV? It's all doom and gloom. There's always something happening in the world. Do you really want to start your day with whatever the negativity, the news are? Because if you think about it, we're surrounded with more noise. We get more negative things that come through on it every single day. So much is happening in the world out there. You really don't want to start your day with that kind of negativity. So sit in silence. Sometimes what I do, I've got like an audio book. If I want to listen to, I may listen to that while I'm sipping my coffee. But I would say a majority of the time I'll sit there and really savor my coffee in the morning. Try it out. Let me know what you think. What is your favorite drink in the morning? How do you start your day? For me, then it's obviously the daily chores start, but my coffee has to be there. I'll take about half an hour to have that sip. If you haven't got the luxury of time, make sure that whatever you have got, even 5 minutes, take that time to sip that first drink in the morning. And if you don't have a drink in the morning, what do you do? How do you do it? You know, the other thing I've learned recently is lymphatic drainage on your face. And I'll tell you one thing, one of the things that is literally, I'm not good at it, like I said, I'm not an expert, but I've seen it happen, but literally just stroking your face, touching your face in the morning, I think it's that skin to skin contact. It just calms you down. You know, the other thing is, like, do you journal in the morning? Do you write your gratitudes in the morning? Or do you do them in the evening? Again, build that in. For me, I haven't quite mastered the routine in terms of saying whether I do it in the morning. I think I do it every single day or when I can. I do whenever it suits me. Sometimes I've done it in the middle of the day, that I come upstairs in my room and just sit there and journal. You know, have a designated area where you journal for yourself, because when you start doing things in a separate, when you segregate your spaces, sometimes we don't have the luxury of having different zones in our house. So make a little corner, or just say, or put a cushion down and sit on the corner, sit on that cushion, say, that's my area, because you can always pick the cushion up and put it back on the sofa. But again, every single thing you do it meaningfully. You will find the difference, because you know what? Like I said in the earlier episode, there's so much chaos out there in the world. But once you start valuing your morning, evening, or even lunchtime routines, it's great. I know people at lunchtimes go for a daily walk, which has become part of their daily life, which again is another part of creating a routine. Like in the morning, like I have my coffee. Some people will go for a jog or a walk. You know, I go afterwards when I can, but coffee is my first thing. So see what you enjoy doing. See what's ready for you on that. So the other thing to do is, like, journal, like I said. Get your pen. Get your nice pen and write. Get your nice journal and write. The other thing I love doing is lighting candles, especially if I'm journaling at night. There's something about that wick in that candle that just flickers, and it's a sense of calmness, which when I write, I look at it. So when I'm kind of pausing for thought, just looking at that candle and the smell that comes up from the candle, it's just, there's something to it. Let me know how you get on with that as well. The other thing is, like, do you put your clothes out the night before, or do you do them in the morning? So say you were going to go for a walk in the morning, or go for a run, go to the gym. When do you set your clothes out? Get your children to set their clothes out in the evening, so they don't have to rush. They have extra 5 minutes in the morning, or you have extra 5 minutes, that you're not running around frantically looking for this sock, and then realizing it's PE day and you haven't got the PE kit. So are you a morning person who work better, like under under strict regulations, to say, or time scales? You know, do you do on deadlines? Do you go right to the end and then do it, or do you give yourself enough time? I'll be honest with you, I'm like the lastminute.com, because I work better right when I've got deadlines and I'm almost to the deadline, because then I just feel I have to get it done. So that works for me. So what works for you? You know, everyone's different. There's no right or there's no wrong. Remember, this is all for you. When you start doing things that are meaningful to you, it works so much better. Then you don't get stressed out. You get to do what you need to do whenever you want to do it. So take time, and every single thing you do it with purpose, do it with meaning, because it will feel much, much better. I'm sitting here and I can smell this candle, and it's just kind of thinking, is it bedtime already? But just the smells, you know, certain smells will give you the times. It's like daytime, like when I have my lunch, I don't, you know, the TV dinners, I don't have TV dinners anymore. It was really, really hard for me to sit at my dining table on my own and eat my dinners. So I used to eat it in front of the TV because there's this chaos and there's noise. But what I felt was, when I was eating my dinner, I wasn't enjoying the food. What I was doing, I was just literally just chomping it down, and it was just going straight through. And I wasn't savoring the flavors because I was just like functional eating. But if you just switch the television off, or go and sit at, if you have a luxury of having a dining table, then sit there and have your dinner. Get your family to sit down and have that one meal, whether it's every day you can do it or at the weekend. Try and sit down with a family. Make that into a routine that you sit down for a meal at least once a week and you'll enjoy it. Start talking about the food. Get everyone engaged. Food is so important for all of us. And I remember when my kids were growing up, everything revolved around food. If in the morning we were having breakfast, it's what's for dinner. If we're having sort of dinner, what's for snacks? And then so on and so on. So food was always our thing. But what is it for you? What kind of routines do you like to create for yourself on a day-to-day basis? Do you know the other thing is, well, I said we've talked about the food, we've talked about the writing in your journal, we've talked about lighting the candles. What else? Listen to whatever music you like to listen to in the morning. Make yourself calm, because do you know what? The calmer you become, the better your day goes. So again, let me know what works for you, because once you start adding the comments, everyone's rituals and routines are so different, and you never know that something you've written might resonate with another person to say, oh yeah, I'm going to try that out. And you never know, the power of sharing could help another person build something into their routine on a day-to-day basis and make them feel good. How amazing would that be? The power of sharing. So I'll leave that one to you. Create a morning, midday, or an evening routine. What's working for you? Even before you go to bedtime, slowly calm down. Put your phones away. And even when you're eating in the mornings or whatever you eat, put that phone away. The distraction on that phone won't let you enjoy everything. So I look forward to seeing you on the next episode, and thanks for watching.